So I would like to start the logarithms class with a couple of questions written here. That is, you have to solve for x to the power x equal to 8 and 2 to the power x equal to 1. And second is you have to find the number of digits in 2 to the power 6 and 3 to the power 5. If you see, the solution to these questions is pretty straightforward. 2 raised to what will give us 8? Then we can simply say that 2 raised to 3 will give us 8. Therefore, x equal to 3. In second case, 2 raised to 0 will give us 1. Therefore, x is equal to 0. In question number 2 also, we will have no problem solving these questions. For example, 2 to the power 6 is equal to 64. So, we have a problem now. That is, how many digits in 64? Which is 2. 3 raised to the power 5 will give me 243, which will give 3 digits. So, isn't it fairly simple to solve the questions which I have written initially? Yes, it is. But now, let's try to solve few other questions. Once again, you have to solve for x. But this time expression is 2 to the power x equal to 5. And in question number 2, once again you have to find the number of digits. But this time the expression is find the number of digits in 2 to the power 100. So now it's a tough ask because you don't know what exactly you should raise 2 to get 5, or you also don't know that how to find the number of digits in 2 to the power 100, because for that you will have to calculate what 2 to the power 100 is, which will again be a very difficult job. So to solve these problems, we have a tool called logarithms. So what I will next do is that I will express both with the help of logarithms. My first problem was to find 2 to the power x equal to 5. Sorry, 2 to the power x equal to 5. So what I will do is I will take a log of 2 to the power x and try to solve this problem. Similarly, my second problem was find the number of digits in 2 to the power 100. Once again, I will try to solve this problem by taking log of 2 to the power 100. So now in order to solve these problems using logarithms, what I will do is that I will introduce some of the basic concepts of logarithms. So now for understanding logs, let's look at the following expressions. Log base 3 9 equal to 2, log base 2 8 equal to 3. This is nothing but a expression of power. For instance, 3 to the power 2 equal to 9. As you can see, the base I brought here, 2 I brought in the power, and 9 I brought on right hand side as a result. Similarly, log 2 base 8, 2 I bring here, 3 I bring in power, which is 2 to the power 3, and 8 becomes the result or RHS. Now same thing if I try to do with this expression, once again x goes on RHS, so I populate RHS with x. This 2 becomes LHS and this 5 becomes power, right? So my equation is 2 to the power 5 equal to x. Therefore, x is equal to 32. I will do the same thing in this case. I will bring 16 as a result on RHS, bring 2 here, and once again x in the power. So my equation becomes 2 to the power x equal to 16, which gives me 2 to the power 4 equal to 16. Therefore x equal to 4. Applying the same logic in this expression, once again I get 16 on my right hand side, x on left hand side, and 4 as a power. So I get x to the power 4 equal to 16, which gives me x equal to plus or minus 2. Now here one thing to note is that the solution of this expression can be x equal to plus 2 or minus 2, and logically also log of plus 2 base plus 2 16 will be 4, and log of base minus 2 16 will also be 4. But then this second value is invalid. Why? Because by rule base of a log is always positive. Similarly, something like this, log base 2 minus 16 is also invalid, because once again the value with the log cannot be negative. So the second rule is the value with the log cannot be negative. Okay, so whole thing I can generalize into a simpler statement which says something like this, that is log base a b, a is greater than 0 as well as b is greater than 0. Now let's go back to our original sheet. So the thing is, what you need to understand is that logarithm is nothing but an alternate way to express a to the power b equal to k. That is this form, right? Now in this case, we can clearly see that x is equal to 3. But now, how to solve this problem? That is log 2 base 5 equal to x, which will be an alternate representation of 2 to the power x equal to 5. For that, I need to somehow find log base 2 and log 5, right? Similarly, if I try to solve this problem, log 2 to the power 100, I need to find this log 2 to the power 100, and what is the relation of log 2 to the power 100 with the number of digits. So for that, let's start with some of the basic laws of logarithm. What I will do is I will keep the base as constant, say log 2, 5 into 2, that is say log 2, and here it is 10. This becomes log 2 5 plus log base 2 2. How? Because we have a law, that is log base of something, say x, a into b will give me log base of x a plus log base of x b. Let's try to employ that formula in a simple problem. That is log base x a into b equal to log base x a plus log base x b into a simple problem. So let's say we are trying to solve this problem, log 2 base 8. Now we clearly know by this expression that 2 raised to the power 3 is equal to 8. So log base 2 8 will be 3. But let's try to break 8 in two parts. Log 2 base 4 into 2, and let's apply this formula, that is log base x a into b equal to log base x a plus log base x b. We get log base 2 4 into 2 is log base 2 4 plus log base 2 2. Now 2 raised to the power 2 is 4. So log base 2 4 becomes 2, and 2 raised to the power 1 is 2. So log base 2 2 becomes 1. So 2 plus 1 equal to 3, which was true for the original idea as well. So that's how I have shown you the demonstration of formula log base x a into b equal to log base x a plus log base x b. Similarly, there is another law for log, that is log base x a upon b. See, last one was for multiplication, this one is for division, will give you log base x a minus log base x b. Once again, we will try to solve this log base 2 8 to check the correctness of above formula. So log base 8 is like this, log 2 base 8, which I can also write as log base 2 16 by 2. So now this gives me log x a by b form. So by implementation of the above formula, I get log 2 16 by 2 is equal to log base 2 16 minus log base 2 2. Now log base 2 16 will require 2 to raise to the power 4 to get 16. So log base 2 16 is 4, and log base 2 2 is 1, because 2 raised to the power 1 is equal to 2. Once again we get 4 minus 1 equal to 3. So after having dealt with these two formulas for multiplication and division, and also having discussed that in the expression log base x a, x is greater than 0 and a is greater than 0 always, I introduce another formula, that is log base x a to the power b is equal to b into log x a, log base x a. Now let's see how this formula is applied. For instance, I am again trying to solve for log base 2 8, which by now we all know is equal to 3. Let's express 8 in power of 2. I get log base 2 to the power 3. Now by applying this formula, that is log base x a to the power b equal to b log base x a, I get log base 2 2 to the power 3 is equal to 3 into log base 2 2, which is equal to 3 into the solution for log base 2 2. Now log base 2 2 is 1, because 2 to the power 1 equal to 2. So we get 3. So hence we have applied the formula for log base x a to the power b equal to b log base x a, and proved our result also. So now let's introduce one more formula. I would say one and last formula in case of logarithms, that goes like this: log b base a can be expressed as log base x a upon log base x b. Now if you look carefully, LHS does not have any quantity called x, no x, but RHS does have a quantity called x. That is, on RHS I have introduced a base of my own, x. And yes, when I say base of my own, it is base of my own. It is the base of my choice. It will become more clear as I solve the following problem. Log 4 is the base and log base 416 is what we are trying to calculate. This shall be equal to log 16 by log 4, and we can introduce a base of our choice. Let's say we make a choice of base 2. In that case, we get log base 216, which is equal to 4 because 2 raised to the power 4 equal to 16, and log base 24 is equal to 2 because 2 raised to the power 2 equal to 4, which is equal to 2. And this result is consistent with log base 416 because 4 raised to the power 2 equal to 16, so this is also equal to 2. Now I said I can take any base of my choice. Here I took the base 2. Let's experiment with some other base. So log base 416 is equal to log, this time let's say take base 4 by log, sorry, this is not 4, this is 16. So log base 416 by log base 4 4. Once again log 16 by log 4, and this time I have taken base as 4. Now log 4 base 16 is 2 and log 4 base 4 is 1. So once again we get the result as 2. So next important thing which we need to know about is log base 10. By now it must be pretty clear that log base 10 will be equal to 1. Log base 10 100 equal to 2. But now why am I talking so much about log base 10? Because log base 10 is the most popular base for logarithms. In fact, it is so popular that if suppose you write log 10 and you omit the base, you don't write the base, then it is assumed that the base is 10. So that's why log 10 is nothing but log base 10 10. Similarly, log 2 if you write without the base, then it's assumed that the base is 10. So log 2 is nothing but log base 10 2. Another thing which you need to know is that log 2 and log 3 have very proper values. That is, log 2 is equal to log base 10 2 is equal to 0.3010. Now this is a very popular logarithm. Log base 10 2 equal to 0.3010. That is, 10 if raised to the power of 0.3010 will give me 2. Similarly, log base 10 3 or log 3 is equal to 0.4771, or sorry, 10 raised to the power of 0.4771 will give me 3, right? So just remember, log 2 is nothing but log base 10 2 and its value is 0.3010. Let me sum it up here. log 2 is equal to 0.3010. By the way, this decimal extends beyond that also, but we are going up till 4 places of decimal only. So it's 0.3010. Similarly, log 3 is 0.4771. So now, with the logic of default base 10 introduced, we have the tools to solve the problem which we initially started to solve for. So initially the problems which we started to solve were solving for 2 to the power x equal to 5 and finding number of digits in 2 to the power 100. Now for solving 2 to the power x equal to 5, let me express 2 to the power x equal to 5 in form of log. That is log of base 2 5 equal to x, right? So my value of x is nothing but value of log of base of 2 5. Now log of base of 2 5 can be expressed as log 5 by log 2 with the base of my choice. The base of my choice is 10 in this case, that's why I am not writing it. Now log of 5 can be expressed as log of 10 by 2 divided by log of 2. Now log of 10 by 2 by the division formula becomes log of 10 minus log of 2 upon log of 2, which in turn becomes log of 10 is 1 because base, once again let me remind you, is 10. Log of 10 base 2 is 0.3010 and log of 2 is again 0.3010. So what I get is 0.6990 by 0.3010, which will be roughly equal to 2.3. So this is the solution for the first problem, that is if 2 to the power x equal to 5, then x equal to roughly 2.3. Now let's go after the another problem, that is finding the number of digits in 2 to the power 100. For this, let's take a step back and try to find the number of digits, say in 2 to the power 6. If I find the number of digits in 2 to the power 6, on taking log, I get log of 2 to the power 6. Once again, base I am keeping as 10. Now log of 2 to the power 6 will be equal to 6 log 2, which will in turn be equal to 6 into 0.3010, which gives me 1.8060, while the number of digits in 2 to the power 6 is 64, so 2 digits. Let's see what happens in case of 2 to the power 3. Log 2 cube is equal to 3 log 2 is equal to 3 into 0.3010, that is equal to 0.9030, and number of digits in 2 cube equal to 8 is 1 digit. Similarly, for log 2 to the power 7, we get 7 log 2, which will be equal to 2.1070, while 2 to the power 7 equal to 128 will have 3 digits. Now we can clearly see a pattern here. That is, when 1 was here, I got 2 digits. When 0 was here, I got 1 digit. When 2 was here, I got 3 digits. Now this is the pattern using which we can find out the number of digits in 2 to the power 100. So log 2 to the power 100 gives me 100 log 2, which in return gives me 100 into 0.3010, which is 30.10. So since 30 is there, we can say that 2 to the power 100 has 31 digits. So that's how the base 10 can help us. That is, for finding the number of digits in 2 to the power 100, we can simply take log of 2 to the power 100 base 10, then 100 log 2 becomes 30.10, and we can confidently say that 2 to the power 100 will have 31 digits. Thank you. This is Logarithms.